It's the 18th of May, and today I'm uploading from Tralee, County Kerry, as usual, in the southwest of Ireland, with regard to the matter of negligence and incompetence of relevant bodies to safeguard my child and I. This circumstance has involved developments that haven't been professionally handled and that have highlighted incompetence and unprofessionalism. As I've mentioned, there's been the exploitation and monetization from my work purpose and credentials, and the relevant individuals, bodies, agencies that have had a part to play haven't played properly. And in the meantime, my child and I have been affected maliciously and spitefully, and it's just repulsive what's happened. There has been development and progress as a consequence of my work, and that has been subject to creative and intellectual theft and individuals rewriting a story, plot and scene, as I refer to it. It's like Shakespeare's stage and we're all characters in a play, and in this circumstance there are individuals changing the plot line and scene to serve their egotistical acquisitions from my work. So I'm experiencing quite an uncomfortable situation, and the situation I'm in isn't the situation that I should be experiencing at all. The obligations have not been fulfilled, and as a consequence I've suffered unnecessarily and needlessly and unforgivably and inexcusably. This is the language of the humanitarian organisation of the United Nations that heard from me in 2019, and this is the circumstance. So these people are anonymous strangers, and they have not had interaction or engagement, and there's been a complete farce of a situation caused that's quite sinister. And as a recovery advocate, as a humanitarian, as a mother, this circumstance is not helpful to progress and evolution and the way forward. So there are individuals that are disrespecting many aspects and fields of expertise, and there are individuals stepping over lines into people's homes. And this is the case with my marital home in Tubright Hill, which is subject to fraud and unlawful actions, and my farm holding in Kilflynn as well. So there are individuals that are insulting my child and I, and they're causing very serious offence, and they're trespassing onto old farmsteads that they've disrespected the family and faith of. So it's really unfathomable what I'm experiencing, that these people have been of imposter syndrome and identity theft and financial, creative, intellectual theft, and this has been going on since 2006. Now, I'm of crime prevention. I'm a recovery advocate, and there are individuals that are just disrespecting the aspect of my work that has involved health and wealth recovery prior to COVID 2019. And there are the individuals that are rearranging the story, plot and scene, as I keep referring to, and they're being really cheeky in my marriage and my home in Tubright na Mult. There's been a lot of breaking and entering and trespassing since 2016, and the obligations of the relevant bodies haven't been fulfilled. So I've been surviving this circumstance completely on my own. I'm navigating through a very difficult situation without the respect or dignity or integrity of the relevant agencies doing what they're supposed to be doing, or being present in safeguarding my beautiful child and I. And as a consequence, we have suffered so needlessly, simply due to property theft, identity theft, etc. And I've tolerated a lot of ASBO behaviour. And doctors, I take awful exception to the simple fact that doctors have disrespected the Hippocratic Oath, and that there are people in my proximity that shouldn't be in my proximity. And that's not helpful to other people's safety and families for the progress and future developments that we would hope to have throughout the world. So I laid foundations in 2018, and all of that's been disrespected. And crime prevention is quite important as well, and the recovery of health and wealth. So there's a government, and there is right and wrong, and there are obligations, and there's a mother, and there's a missing child. Tusa Child and Family Agency are aware, they've heard from me, and the circumstance is risking other people as well. And I hate to emphasise that, but those disrespecting my child and I and trespassing onto our farmsteads in Tupper Hill and Kilflyn are really regressing into the concept and mentality and ideology of the Land of Begrudgery. So unfortunately, the land of saints and scholars has been disrespected, and I would appreciate the obligations that I'm entitled to expect being fulfilled. The individuals that are living off my work and wealth have disrespected many faiths and many other families. So the doctors that have also disrespected the Hippocratic Oath, I hope they're aware of not just this incident of insult and injuries they've caused to me, but the insult and injuries they've caused to the Hippocratic Oath. That's pretty important to highlight women's health and well-being and the fellowship, sanity and sobriety, the whole lot. The magnitude of the circumstance is quite vast, and there's been quite a lot of damage done and no reform. So I'm really concerned about the regression and no progression. Exacerbation of the original offence in January 2017, my son being unlawfully withheld from me, and the unlawful detainment, and the present circumstance of individuals in my proximity that really should not be in my proximity, and the conditions in which I'm living that are unsuitable for any human being, and a government not fulfilling its duties and responsibilities to my constitutional rights to serve a very ill-serving agenda with the land grab going on too. It's quite disgusting. It's a bad situation. So I hope those that see this might be aware and conscious of the fact that there's regression and not progression, and there are imposter syndromes imposing upon my work and threatening the peace and threatening other people's families with their acquisitions from me and not paying their dues as they should be. It's a sad sign of the times.